Hello everybody, this is Nick speaking. Welcome back to Mini Metro. This is episode number 14. Last time we took a little look at the daily challenges as well as expert mode, which I wasn't expecting. And this time I think I'm gonna try going for the first of a few achievements. This one is an achievement for Paris, and to get this achievement, you can never use more than 3 lines, and you have to deliver 1,300 passengers, so it is more than my best, and I also only have 3 lines to use, but seems like it's going to be an interesting challenge, and obviously since I can't take a extra line, I'm going to be able to take more carriages and that kind of stuff, so hopefully everything will work out. Let's get started on this challenge. Alright, so pretty simple so far. We're just gonna take a regular line like we always do, and I can actually speed us up a little bit here. Alright, and we'll put our second line in. This is not on expert mode, so I can take and remove stations and that kind of stuff, so yeah, because that kind of surprised me last time. I didn't think that the challenges could be in expert mode, but yeah, so it was a little bit different last time, so. And there we go, new triangle. So that makes me want to detach from there and put you there. So we get a little bit of variation on where these things go. And let's just make that line straighter, because that's going to bug me if not. Yes, the actual criteria is just I cannot have more than 3 lines, and that is the only criteria for this to get this achievement. And I'm thinking this might make sense going that way instead. You know what? New line. Why not? So everything intersects at the square. I still think that's a good idea to do that. And your new triangle, okay. So let's go there with that line, and we're gonna put the green line to there, so we still kind of have our sort of similar thing going. We need to hit this number as 1,300 to get the achievement, which hopefully I get there pretty easily. We will find out, of course. And alright, we got another circle over here. Again, I only have 3 lines, so I do have to manage it out and to fight stuff like this, so. Alright, League 2, we get a locomotive, and since I cannot have another line, I will take the extra tunnels. And where is our next little thing gonna go to? Alright, where are more stations? Get one right there, that can go on the yellow line. And the yellow line needs to get to be formed a little bit differently, so that way we can, there we go. Make sure if it doesn't need to stop at that station, it can just go straight by. And I'm also thinking it might be a good idea to send the green line up there, just so that way we can service that a little bit easier. Okay, we have a triangle here. I think I'm gonna do that way. So we get our little pattern going here again. And so far, pretty much everything's been on this side, so kind of interesting configuration here. And I can always already have these extra trains, so I can always add more to a line as need be, and looks like I'm going to need to do that already, because we have a new circle down here, and might make sense to go over there with green, I suppose. Yeah, it does mean this kind of does a little bit of backtracking. Actually, it doesn't have to do any backtracking. And now it doesn't even really have to cross here. We can just do something like that, maybe, and then we can come up here. And I'm also going to connect here so we have a connection to both of the other lines. And a triangle way over here. I suppose you make most sense on the yellow line, but... Alright, get another locomotive, and I cannot take a line again, so we are going to do a carriage. And let's see if what we get popping next, if there's going to be anything interesting here. Alright, we get our pentagon. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the yellow line. Actually, yellow line doesn't make sense. Green line probably makes more sense than that. If I really wanted to, I could just come down here, make this a loop, put a second triangle in the other direction. I think I will keep it that way. So we'll have double the amount of trains servicing this line. And okay, we'll put that one down into there. Part of me is wondering if I need the yellow to go over here. I do still want it to intersect with the blue, of course. Maybe do something like that. That's actually a perfect spot for that as well. Actually, that makes no sense at all. We're just... Yeah, we'll do something like that, so blue gets all this stuff down here, then we have two on green, and yellow gets up here, so... Squares are going to get dropped off here, which I suppose is fine. Can we get another circle? Alright, so I'm going to put that into there. If only this was in a better location. I could make another loop here, and maybe that would help us, but I don't think that's going to do anything for us now. Maybe a triangle down here would be nice. Maybe a triangle up here or something. Okay, we're gonna get a circle over here, that's fine. Suppose we'll put you on yellow, just because that makes the most sense. And speaking of yellow, I think we're gonna need a second train on that one. And we get another train and an extra carriage. Alright, so we've got up to 245 people at this point. I'm taking this one a little slower just so that way I can manage it a little bit better, and yeah, we're handling everything pretty well at this point, so I'm glad about that. Next station, and we got a triangle. I think that makes the most sense to put that there in this loop. As weird as it looks, it makes the most sense to go there, and... Okay, we're gonna get a circle down here. That's fine, I suppose. Does allow us to have that extra little bit here, though, and I'm thinking maybe we do something like that instead, so I can have the square on this line, and then do a second loop here. Yep, and the trains are going the opposite direction, so it should work out fine. This is kind of an odd part there, but... Okay, and we'll get a triangle over here. And I think the blue line is going to be where we need our extra help now. Alright, so we got 2 trains on each line. We have... the 2 extra carriages we can always deploy to the lines as well, as we need them. And I'm starting to think this yellow line may need it, and we get another square over here. Okay. I suppose we will connect you to the yellow line. I don't think we have a better spot to connect it in. How can I change? I could just remove these, 2 of these from this. Okay, another locomotive and another carriage. Interesting. Okay, we're getting another circle over here. Okay, I'm not liking blue lines so much anymore. This is... Maybe we make blue line a loop. Yeah, blue line needs to be a loop at this point. Okay, and I think we're gonna need the 3rd train on blue line at this point, because, yeah. Green line hasn't had any extension to it lately, so maybe that will be a... Nope, we're just gonna get a star over here on this island, which I suppose we're gonna put on blue line. And, yep, as I figured, we're gonna need one of you for an extra thing at this point. So we need to be able to satisfy that station. And we have 2 special shapes over here at this point, and that is a circle way over here in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so that makes me want to configure stuff a little bit different over here on the yellow line. Let's maybe take a few things off of here, if that's possible. Yeah, we'll do something more like that so we can manage this a little bit better over here, I think. So we only have 1 connection, so this triangle and this triangle get a lot of people sitting at them waiting, but just, or some at least, because we're gonna have the special shapes that have the extra little bit of stuff that is going on. But yeah, that's gonna be how it goes, and I think you have to go onto this line. And that also makes me think I need to put an extra carriage over here, just so we can manage the extra traffic that's gonna go on green, and another locomotive, and at this point I'm gonna take another carriage. We are out of tunnels, but we don't really have very many more connections we'll need to make, so it's fine. I am, however, going to fix this one because that's bugging me. And, oh, yeah. I'm gonna put another carriage on the blue line at this point. And yeah, I mean, no special shapes over here. There's just the pentagon on this one, and then all the rest of them are over here, so... yeah, it's kinda... Alright, so we're collecting a lot of stuff here, at least. And yes, we got another circle. Not liking how many circles we're having in a row up here, but... we are halfway to our goal at this point. Actually, a little bit over. I'm going to put an extra carriage on this green line. And I think we're going to need to put our 4th train on this line. And we're going to have that as well. And yeah, this is... okay. If we could get a triangle up here, that'd be nice too. Maybe, like, right here or something. Yellow line is managing pretty well. Everything's managing well at this point, so that's awesome as well. And yes, everything is a loop this time, I know. Very different from what I usually do, but with limited lines, I don't know, this one we have maxed out with trains. This one we have 2 double trains, we can put another 2 on it. This one we have 2 single trains, put 2 more trains on this as well. And we can always add more cars to any of the trains as well, so... Of course, at some point we're going to hit a limit on how many trains we can have, so we're going to get another set of trains here, and... Right now, I don't even think we need it. Except for maybe we're going to have to push that down to there. Actually, this one might need the 3rd train, and I'm going to also make it a double train, because... We have so many circles here in a row, this is going to be where we start having our problems if we have any. Because just 1, 2, 3, 5 circles in a row basically, plus a special shape in there. Yeah, that's going to start popping if we don't take care of it very easily. And I mean, we are still managing everything pretty well, and there we go, another special shape. We got a plus now. And yeah, so we're almost to 1,000. And so far we aren't anywhere near exploding. Okay, and that gets to be right on that line because it's in the perfect location for it. Got a new square, so 2 squares on the yellow line at this point. Square on each line, so it's not like it really matters now. Hit 1,000, that's awesome. And alright, over here we got a new triangle. Guess we're gonna put it there on this loop, and even though it makes 2 triangles in a row, and I want more. I'd rather have the triangle up here, but, you know, that's just how it is. And okay, it looks like we're gonna get to that one pretty quickly here. That one should be serviced pretty soon here as well. And we got a triangle down here. Okay, guess we'll put the triangle on that spot, because I don't have a better spot in another locomotive, and I guess we're taking the extra tunnels now. As far as locomotives, I can put the last one on the green line. It looks like it needs to go that direction, so we'll put you kind of over here. Yellow is doing pretty well on its own, and oh, thank God I take those extra tunnels. I'm gonna put this one on the yellow line just so that way we're not putting everything down here and pushing these too far too quickly. And another circle. Lovely. There we go. Well, yeah, whatever. Okay, so we have 1 single train here. Have 2 single trains. One of these might end up getting moved over here too, I'm not sure. And that's another circle. Guess you go into there on the yellow line. 1280. Oh, we're gonna hit it. We are going to hit it. 93, 90. There we go. 1300. We did it. 1300. We got the City of Lines. Use only 3 lines in the Paris metro map. So we did it. We made our achievement, which is awesome. And you know what? We'll just see how far we can make it. I'm going to actually change this up a little bit here as well, just so that way we can think about maybe that can break up the circle pattern a little bit more here. And there's a new square. Put the square there, and it's right by another square on that line, so that's interesting. And you know what? I'm going to... if I had another tunnel, I could do this here and connect the diamond here. Maybe that could be a... So that way we have one spot where each of these connect to one another, but we don't have the tunnel for it, so... kind of sad. And we have another circle down here. I suppose you're gonna go there, because we don't have a really good way of handling this new locomotive. And do we do another carriage or an interchange? At this point, I think we take the interchange. The carriage, this has to obviously go on here because we don't have another spot to put it on. And we'll, as far as the interchange, we'll just see which of these stations gets more stuff to it. I think it's this one, but we're definitely going to have to reserve it for one of those two, and that is not looking very good here. We are going to pick up stuff from it, so it should be fine. Yep, we made it there in time. And no, it looks like it is this station that needs to become our interchange. Gonna do pretty well here, I suppose. We're almost to 1600. Well, only 300 over our achievement goal, which is awesome. And yeah, we're not going to stop there because we don't have room on that train. And yep, there we go. So close to 1600, 1,595 passengers over 59 days. We did get our achievement here, and yeah. So we're doing pretty good overall. We had 1,527 trips. Yeah, worked out pretty well for us, actually. 100 stations, 41 of them, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, as you can tell, the length of the track doesn't really change so much anymore once you get to the higher stuff up here. And yeah, some of the trip distances were just long because we didn't have this extra connection down here like I would have liked. At most, there would be 2 transfers ever, so that's interesting. And total capacity, I mean, pretty good. And we used most of that capacity most of the time we had this running, so worked out pretty awesome for us. We got our achievement, and let's see, 1,595 being our best time on this one, and yeah, pretty good for that one. So that takes us to the end of this episode. We are going to be probably doing some more achievement stuff next time, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!